Hey, good evening. This is Spirit Journey, and this is part two of my um, my experience with the tarot cards. As I mentioned in the prior video, just before this one, I did my very first tarot reading on myself, and I thought that the interpretation of the cards, or the meaning behind the cards pertaining to the question I had, I thought it was I agreed with it. And I did a second tarot reading on myself. I did this second reading on myself on Wednesday, March 4, 2015. And well, today is Saturday, March 14, 2015. And so my second question was my relationship with the men that were in my life, especially the last three men that I knew. And I also wrote, am I to remain single? I think a lot of ladies like to know about those relationship questions, are you going to get married, or the boyfriend you're going out with, things like that. So I was curious, and I put it out there, and I thought I didn't, again, I'm new with tarot cards, and it's an experiment that I'm doing. I'm cutting into the paradigms that I was against. I was raised, as you know, I was raised as a Christian for about 30 years, a little over 30 years actually, and I wanted to go against the grain in challenging what I believe and why I believe what I believe. What's true, what's not true, and I'm using these tarot cards more like an experiment. What works, what doesn't work, etc. So again, it's more like an experiment that I'm doing. And again, I don't, tarot cards are something that has been around for a long time. You have people who believe in it. I don't know whether I believe in it or not, but I'm trying out different things to see how things of the occult, some people might word it as, how it works, how it doesn't work, and how is it reflecting on me. I mean, how is it assessing me? So the second question I had for my personal reading was regarding my relationships in the past, and I use the Celtic Cross, which utilizes 14 cards, and wow, when after going through each of the cards, I was surprised at the response of the cards, and on the surface it seemed like, are you really, I thought I was to get a reason why, this happened, why that happened. But it seemed like in my interpretation of the cards, that it overlooked my question. It's like you go into someone and say, hey, tell me how such and such is going to be. And then they tell you, don't worry about it, And I feel that the cards were the totality of the cards in the reading. I thought it was a positive reading and encouraging, but I felt the cards were trying to tell me not to stress those men were insignificant. It's insignificant in your life right now. It's like you're majoring on the minors, and the universe is trying to tell me, focus on what's really important. Like yourself, you are important. To develop yourself is important. That's what I thought it was really trying to tell me, and to encourage me to keep on moving forward. So I'm not going to read out the details of what each of the cards mean. in the interpretation. But for those YouTubers who know the tarot and know I'm utilizing the gilded tarot cards, and any of you who have these tarot cards at home, I'm going to mention the names of the tarot cards for 1 through 14, and you can go through them at your own leisure and see if you come to the same conclusions that I have come to. Okay, so card number 1 represents the present, what's happening now in your life as it pertains to the question. And it said, the card was 9 of Cups. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read what I wrote down, the notes, because I think I wrote them clear and, help push it forward. So those of you who may not be into tarot, understand tarot cards, and based on what I'm saying, what the cards mean and my impression of them, see what conclusions that you come to. Okay, so the first card is 9 of Cups, and I wrote, I am pleased at the arrival of my desires. In relation to my question, is it saying that a man will be my highest achievement / goal? Oh well. Number 2, this card is to reflect what's influencing me, and the card that I picked was 9 of Pentacles, and I wrote, my financial stability is grounding me to the good life, which is why the card above says I'm blessed. Okay, I'm referring to the first card, 9 of Cups. I further write, in relation to my question, are the men intimidated by my perceived wealth? Okay. Card number 3. This relates to my past issues. And I wrote, the card is 8 of Swords. And what I wrote here is, I feel restricted and fear is holding me back. I can't see clearly to free self, even though the ropes on my wrist are loose. Okay, pertaining to the card. Okay, I have the power to see, so I'm to stay calm. The answer to your question / problem is at your reach, and you need to look at the situation from a new angle. Okay. Card number 4. This deals with my immediate past. Okay. And the card that I chose was the World. And I wrote down that I achieved through perseverance. Could this be and I wrote something, a particular financial benefit that I'm getting, or then I wrote also for school, Then I wrote, maybe I thought success was based on based on a guy, but I have gotten it without them. Okay, so I was saying that I was asking myself questions when I was reading the cards, and so I was questioning whether about what I achieved. It's saying that I achieved something, so I was questioning, well, what did I achieve? And I said, oh, was it this particular financial thing that came my way a couple of years ago, or was it that that I graduated from school just a couple of years ago? And my insight on it was that I didn't need a man to get those things. Okay, so that's card number 4. Okay, card number 5. This has to do with my crowning thoughts. I guess what's really pressing upon me. And the card that I chose was the Three of Pentacles. And my notes on this was, fruition is being manifested. How could this be my crowning thought? I asked myself. Well, based on my prior reading, this is what I was told. Okay. Card number 6. This pertains to my immediate future. And the card that I chose was Four of Cups. And then I wrote here, blessings are being offered to you, but you are indifferent. Don't let how you feel blind you at a good opportunity. So as for men, keep your eyes open because something good is coming soon. Okay. Card number 7. This deals with my fears. And the card that I chose here was Wheel of Fortune. In my notes here I wrote, I feel that chance may play against me. New opportunities cause apprehension. Don't be afraid of opportunities. Okay. Card number 8 I chose was, this deals with environmental factors. And the card is Queen of Wands. And it said, my notes were, industrious but could lose detail and forgetful. Maybe with regard to men, I make men feel that they can't win me because I could do it all alone. I may also be too smothering for these guys. That's what I wrote, okay? Card number 9. This pertains to my hopes. And the card that I chose was Page of Wands. And the notes I wrote here was, I'm optimistic but need to plan things out. Something good is coming my way. And I wrote a question, what? And a guy? Card number 10 has to do with the outcome. Okay, the outcome of my question pertaining to my question. And the card that I chose is Temperance. And I wrote here, healing and balance, opposite, okay. Healing and balance, opposite will blend in harmony. Oh, okay. Okay. I think the temperance, that was the scale, the scale of justice. And so healing and balance are the two components, and that, that the opposites will it blend. I think that's what it was pertaining to. That's what I wrote down here. Okay. Card number 11. Okay. And card number 11 through 14, these cards are like supplemental cards to like flesh out the meaning of the first 10 cards, And the card number 11 is the Magician. And the notes I wrote here is I have the skill, I just need to hone it and keep on doing it. I'm to be confident. What does this have to do with men, I wrote. Maybe be my best self and blessings of that someone will follow. Okay. Number 12 I chose was the 7 of Cups. And I wrote, it's hard to make a decision with so many options available. Choose wisely. But for the guys, They made the choice and not me. But maybe I will be presented choices of guys in the future and to choose wisely. Okay, these are my notes on the card. Card number 13 I chose was 3 of Cups. And my notes with this was, a celebration is coming your way. You may feel your emotions are getting the best of you. Okay. And last but not least is card number 14, which is Ace of Pentacles. And I wrote, material gain is coming. And I wrote in brackets, wealth. Okay, so those are all the cards that I chose for my second question regarding, the men that were in my life in the past, in specific these 3 individuals, and that's it. Those are the cards that I chose, and I feel for myself that it was saying, it seemed to just totally not even address the question, but at the same time addressing the question by saying, you don't need these guys. You have yourself, and really great things are coming your way. So that was a comfort to me. So that's tarot card reading number 2 that I did, and let me know what your thoughts are. Again, this is my spirit journey, and that I'm exploring different avenues of higher understanding of